Well, it started a long time ago when I was 27. Jan Fabre came to the Frankfurt Ballet where I used to work, and he made a production there, and we liked each other. And over the years, we started collaborating on different productions. I think I've been in 6 productions of his, and this is the 7th production. Yeah, so that's how I got to know him, because he was a guest choreographer for the Frankfurt Ballet. Yeah.
And how your dance background flow into your act, and how much does it influence your interpretation?
Well, it's a dance solo and text, so um, um, hmm. So the piece is very much based on text. So we didn't know if I would dance in the production or not. And when we first started working on it, we were always trying to find places where movement would come out naturally out of the text. So I'm somebody that's always moving. I'm always dancing from when I was a kid. My mother used to always scream, "Stop moving, stop moving." So I think my dance background could then, with certain words, would sort of stimulate something happening, and Jan would notice that and then tell me to expand on that. So I think that's how it happened, how that mixes in. Yep.
And in your opinion, why did Jan Fabre decide to write a monologue about you and your life?
I think he is very much inspired by the way I live my life from a very early that first time we met each other. He took me out to dinner once, and he said, "You know what I like about you is that everything is important and nothing is important, but you somehow do that at the same time." And so I think from right then he liked that quality about me, that I was very two-sided. And yeah, and so I think he got very into that. I think also having an American actor working with him for the first time was also interesting, to bring a non-European feeling into the work.
And did you agree immediately to be part of this work?
Yeah, we had been talking about this production for many years. He had both talked about, him creating a solo for me. And yeah, when he called me in the summer and told me that he was writing a text on me, didn't I have time? Was I strong? Yeah, I immediately said yes. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time.
You bring your own experience and life on the stage.
Right.
What does it mean for you?
Right. Well, I'm also a director myself. So I've been creating work since I'm 23 years old. I'm 47 now. And over the years, my work has gotten very autobiographical. Many directors have said to me that I live my life like a piece of art. So I had that in my own work. So it's not strange for me to bring myself into the performance. I think that's what an artist has to do. So it's not a strange feeling for me. I know a lot of people ask me that, but I've been doing that for most of my life. So I've been an open book from the beginning. So it's not strange for me. Yeah.
And how do the audience usually react to your show?
Well, we've been getting very good response to the show. It's always tricky when you're making a piece that's autobiographical or based on autobiography. You don't want it to be a masturbation. There's that point of how do you transfer it over that other people are affected by that and can connect to it. And it seems like this performance does that very much. People seem to be liking it very much and are very moved by it.
Mm-hmm. What did you gain and what did you lose with drugs?
Okay, well, the performance is very much about that, the positive and negative aspects about drugs, and that I am a person that does not look at life as a positive or negative. I think of it all as just the use of drugs has opened a window to certain things, to understanding. If you've ever taken magic mushrooms, which is a natural drug, you definitely have understandings. A lot of shamans would use it in sort of rituals to get people to understand things. Ecstasy, the drug ecstasy, was originally used as a way of, it was used in couple therapy, in group therapy, not group therapy, in couple therapy, that people were having relationship problems. And I've always said that ecstasy, a real ecstasy, is really like a truth serum. You're very open, you're very honest. So yeah, each drug has a different sort of experience. The only thing that maybe I lost from drugs was when I was a cocaine addict, I lost a lot of money. That was a big loss. Too many taxis.
How important is the body language as an expression of the feelings?
Oh, well, that's a funny question to ask a dancer. Well, I think, the whole thing of dance and body expression is all about the fact of being able to express things that you can't do with words, maybe, or you can get a more complete situation from watching someone's physical movements and what the impression you're getting out of that. So it's not as easy, maybe, than a word, but I think it can be very rich. Yeah, it can be very rich, like poetry is rich. The use of words in poetry and the richness of that, I think, is what translates to dance. Yeah. Poetry and dance, which I find funny too, is that they're both on the lower level of important art forms. The important art form is theater and opera and paintings, and then it goes down maybe dance and then poetry. Yeah.
Can you give us your personal definition of theater?
A personal definition of theater.
What does it mean to you?
Yeah. Well, what it means to me, theater, I think, is a very important thing because, especially, I think, contemporary theater and not straightforward narrative theater. I'm not someone that wants to be told what to think all the time. I want to inform myself. I want to make my own opinions. And so I think good theater can do that, where it allows the persons, or I would better say is good art can do that. And when theater becomes an art form, then that I think it really can help people stimulate their minds to maybe have a change for themselves, that that change comes from within. If it's just me outwardly telling you to change, that's not going to have the same strength and impact and depth as if I'm doing it on my own. And I think theater, good art theater, can do that. I think it can transform people. That's the big question, like, is it necessary? And I think yes, it is. I've seen that from others. I've experienced it myself. So, yeah. And theater's a necessary transformational device.